Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. You are watching The Buzz, and today is part 2 of Awesomeize Your Tesla Model 3. Today we are reviewing a handful of products that BougeRV had sent us for an honest review and opinion of their products. So let's go take a look and see what they sent us and how they might fit your needs. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the BougeRV Model 3 rear trunk mat, and I can tell you folks, this box is pretty heavy. This is an all-weather mat, and we're going to see how good this fits in the trunk of the Tesla Model 3. Now, I will just preface this, and I'm sure many of you know this as well, that anytime that you get something that's rubber or all-weather and it's rolled up into a box like this, you could be sure that it's not going to fit perfectly because it does need to unfold itself, and over time it will actually rest and fit closer. But let's take a look and see how well it does in the trunk. It's stuck. There we go. So thank you to BougeRV for sending out these products for us to take a look at and review, and I'm hopeful that you'll find something in this video that you'll like for your Tesla Model 3. So let's go ahead and get this unrolled in the trunk and see how it fits. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Okay. This actually fits really, really well. And as I stated and expected, you can see that there are some lips here from being rolled up that need to unfold. But all in all, man, not bad at all. The handle is still accessible for you to lift up and get to the well of your trunk. So that's a very, very nice feature. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to pan through here just so you can see how well it fits. It's nice and tight up here in the front. So that's a good fit. And as soon as this unfolds, I think that will fit very well. And let's get in here all the way back. Awesome. Fits very good. I'm going to find this handy. I'm always throwing stuff in here. Cleats, my daughter's soccer stuff. And this is going to keep the trunk carpet very, very nice and clean and help protect your Model 3 from weather. Very, very cool. So let's get on to the next product. So up next, we have the BougeRV Model 3 Windshield Sunshade. Let's take a look inside the box and see what it's about. All right, so we have a nice little carrying case here to keep your sunshade in when it's not in use. So let's take a look at what this is. Whoops. A very lightweight sunshade. And if you ever used a sunshade in the past, you know that sometimes these lightweight sunshades are a little bit difficult to install because they're just sort of flimsy and they don't really hold up into the windshield. But the cool thing about the BougeRV sunshade, it comes with these suction cups that will hold the sunshade in place on the windshield so it doesn't fall down. So if you ever had experience with that before, you know what I'm talking about. So BougeRV did a really good job of adding these suction cups to the sunshade. And what they also did is on the back of the suction cup, there are these little wheels that you actually turn to help the suction cups grab to the windshield, and this helps it stay in place. So the cool thing about this sunshade is it's not going to fall down while it's in the windshield. So when you do put it up, you know it's going to stay in place and continue to protect your vehicle throughout the day. So it looks like it's going to be really easy to install. This is where the rear view mirror is going to be placed. You just line the sunshade up with your rear view mirror, and then you go ahead and proceed to install it. I've had a little bit of experience with these sunshades before, and sometimes it's not always that easy, especially when they're lightweight like this, to install it from just one seat. Sometimes you have to get out and go around the other side to get these installed. So we're going to go and get this thing installed and see how it looks. So what I'm going to do is later on in the video, I'm going to put this to the test a little bit because I parked my car at work outside almost directly in the line of the sun all day long. I've reached temperatures in the inside cabin of up to 120 to 130 degrees, and I really needed something to help keep the interior cool and also protect it from the UV rays so my dash doesn't get sun colored or sun beaten, and especially my nice beautiful white interior, and also the screen, which gets very hot just when you're using it. So could you imagine what it's like getting that sun beating down on that screen? So always a good idea to use a sunshade to help protect your interior and to keep your car cool. Let's go get this thing installed and see how it fits. All right, I'm gonna try and keep my big head out of the way. So the only thing you wanna make sure is when you open it, so you don't have to try and flip it around while it's inside the car, make sure the suction cups are facing the windshield. So we're just going to open this bad boy up halfway and get it up in the windshield here. And I'm going to unfold only one side because I want to try and get it lined up here. Alright, so if you can see, I have the suction cup just stuck right to the windshield, and I turned it once and I'm good to go. And I'm going to let that fold down there a little bit and do the bottom one. Now I don't anticipate this sunshade to completely black everything out, but if you're going to get at least 80 to 90% of the UV coming into the car, I think it's going to work wonderfully. So let's talk about the fit. I think it fits. Let me do this one here. And I want to be fair because I'm sort of rushing through the install here, so I want to make sure and give it its due diligence. And I'm going to try and get this thing to fit as it should. And also, I forgot to mention, there is one additional suction cup that does come with it that you can put on, and you can use that right here in the center to hold that up as well. So let's just make sure that we're getting this thing fit correctly. All right. All right. Okay, and I'm just going to use my visors just sort of hold that thing in place. Now, I will say that there is a pretty good gap, around here, and would like to probably see that reduce a little bit. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just your preference. You're probably just going to throw it in the windshield and be done with it. But I wanted to make sure that I do BougeRV a solid by making sure I take my time and look at this. Okay, that actually is quite better. All right, so there you have it. You can already see it's actually quite dark in here. Now I'm just in my garage, I'm not outside. Grab the camera and let's take a nice close look at this. So from the inside perspective, it actually does fit really well alongside the pillar here and down all the way to the dash. And we'll take a look at it from the outside as well. Now here's what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of a fairly large gap here around the rear view mirror. They could probably close it up a little bit, make it a little bit more form-fitting. I think that would be awesome. And again, I said there is a suction cup that you can use that they provided within the sunshade kit right here to keep the center close to the windshield. Obviously, I didn't put that in, but certainly can, and it would reduce the bow that you see here and keep it nice and close up to the windshield. So I think that will work really well. And over here to this side. So let's go on the outside and see how it looks. But from inside, it looks like this is certainly going to help block out those rays. Okay, so there you have it. That is what the sunshade looks like from the exterior of the car. I think it looks really good. Like I said, the only thing I would like to have done is for BougeRV to just make that gap a little bit tighter to the rear view mirror so that it fits a little bit better. But all in all, it looks really, really good. And we're going to put this thing to the test, as I mentioned earlier on in the video. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if this sunshade makes a difference between yesterday and today. Temperatures are supposed to be about the same, and we're going to see if the sunshade keeps the car cooler in this nice, beautiful, warm temperature we're having in late September. So you can see with my very non-scientific approach, the car appeared to be 12 degrees cooler with the sunshade than without. So if you could just imagine what it would be like if it was 90 or 100 out, the inside of the car just gets extremely hot. And this sunshade certainly did do the job and was protecting my interior and keeping it cool. So the cool thing about the sunshade is it's something that you can throw in your vehicle. It's really easy to do, and it's really easy to take out, and it's going to give you that added protection so that the sun's not beating on your dash and on your seats and your steering wheel, and more importantly, your screen, helping keep those UV rays out of the vehicle and protect it from damaging the interior. It's cheap, it's easy, and everybody should have one, especially if you own a Tesla Model 3. All right, let's dig into the next product. Okay, so we have two more products to review, so hold in there, don't go anywhere. We're going to review this one, and I have one special one for you that I think a lot of you are going to like, so let's get right into it. All right, now this product I know for sure that everybody can use. This is the BougeRV trunk organizer. And this thing, let me tell you, has some weight to it. It's very, very sturdy. It has some pockets up front that you can stuff things into. Like for me, I love keeping all of my car cleaning stuff in here. So when I drive through the self car wash, I have all my towels, my sprays, my cleaners all in here. That works really well. It has a Velcro removable lid that flips over just like that. And you actually have some very big compartments inside. And these compartments can be separated. There are two separators. This is a little bit of a sturdier one, and this one is just a soft separator. So you actually could separate to 3 different compartments, or you can take these out and have just one large compartment. Of course, my daughter's volleyball, always got to have a football handy for you football fans out there. And of course, you know, your towels and things of that nature. But I'm telling you, this thing, when I got it, this was almost as heavy as the trunk mat. So it has also some side pockets where you could throw your towels or whatever else in. And I'll tell you, you could probably stuff this really, really good. There's no way that this thing is ripping. It is very well built. And the other cool thing is it has 2 Velcro strips on the bottom. So if you don't have an all-weather mat in your trunk, this cargo organizer will stick right to your carpeting. So it's not going to move around in the vehicle. So it's very, very cool, very durable. I should also mention that it comes with a cargo net that you can use to either put over the top of this or just to hold it in place or for whatever else you may find a need for. And the other cool thing about this is that if you're not using it and you want to store it away, you don't want this big thing just sitting in your trunk, well, that's really, really easy to do. You simply just take out all of the separators or organizers and the hard bottom, which I do want to mention. This is a very, very sturdy bottom. You're going to be able to load this thing up with a ton of stuff. No problems at all. And then you just put your dividers and the bottom directly into the organizer, and all you have to do is just simply fold this up and it has these nice little clips to hold it in place. And voila, it breaks down into a very, very small form factor, so you could throw this in the back of the trunk, no problem. So when you're not using it, it's not taking up a lot of space. So very, very cool product. So the last product that I want to share with you is BougeRV's latch covers. And you're probably thinking, really, Jerry, what's a latch cover? I really didn't know that they made these either, and I think it's pretty cool, and I hope you do as well. These are covers that go over the metal latches in your Tesla Model 3. You have 4 door latches and you have 2 hinge covers. And the reason why you have 2 hinge covers is because the front doors, you can't even get to them, and they're pretty well sealed and covered anyway. But this is going to just make the interior of the door look a little bit prettier. And the only request that I have from BougeRV is to try and make these or match the color of the vehicle. I think that would go a long way. So let's go take a look at how to install them. So for those of you who do not know, this is your door latch, and you have one on each door, and that there is your hinge cover. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these get installed. Super easy. All you do is have to match up the plastic cover to the door latch, and voila, that's it. Now yes, this has to show, but at least you do not see the bolts hanging out anymore, and it actually finishes it up really nicely. It would be really cool if these were the same color as the paint. I'd like to see how that would look, but it doesn't look too bad because you have your black door trim and seal here. There is the cover for the other bolt, or for the door hinge is what I like to call it, and it simply goes on. Sort of hard to get this in there, guys, but I'll show you after the fact. And there you have it. So it just covers really the bolts, really cleans it up very, very nicely, and it looks a little more finished. So there you have it, folks. That is the newest and latest products from BougeRV. I think all of them are very, very well done. I would like to see a few tweaks on the sunshade. Get it a little bit closer to the actual rear view mirror, close that gap up a little bit. But overall, I think all the products are very well done. They're very high quality built. And I'm going to link everything down below for you to check it out. There will be a discount code linked down below for you to use to receive a discount when you go to BougeRV and order any of these products. And on your way out, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate it. Have a great night. We'll see you on the next one.